Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all folks in between, and welcome to a holiday edition of Aunt Millicent's Cooking Show. Happy holidays from Aunt Millicent, everyone. I want to thank everyone for my likes and views and subscriptions for this year. The bad news is this is the last cooking show of the year. And the good news is New Year's is, I think, maybe week after next, maybe sooner. We're going to wrap it up on a bang here. And I am doing a full-blown Christmas dress, Christmas holiday edition. And I figured if you celebrate, you can celebrate with me. So tonight we're going to be making some spice oatmeal cookies. So we can't have our holidays without some sweets. So these are going to have some nice pecans and raisins and stuff. I'm a huge oatmeal cookie fan. I know there's diehard chocolate chip fans and all those folks out there. And obviously this is the sugar cookie season, but I wanted to try something a little different. So without further ado, I'm going to apron up and we're going to get cooking. Okay, y'all, let's get right to the ingredients. There's quite a few. So you're going to need a half a cup, 1.5 cups of flour. You're going to need some ground cinnamon. And you're going to need some salt. I'm not going to show you what that is because you all know what that looks like. We're going to have some baking soda. You're going to need a half a teaspoon, okay? You're going to need a half a teaspoon of ginger, okay? And you're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of this. This is called allspice. It has lots of different things in it. You know, allspice berries. It's kind of peppery, has a nice aroma. So we got to have a 1/4 teaspoon of this. So it's going to give us a nice twang to these cookies, okay? And then we're going to need a full cup of butter. Make sure you soften your butter before you put everything in. That's going to be 2 sticks, if I can measure correctly. Okay. You're going to need some brown sugar. You're going to need, basically, it calls for 16 ounces of it. So you're going to need quite a bit. Okay. So make sure you have a lot. Okay. So I keep my brown sugar separate in this nice container so the bugs don't get to it down here. And then you're going to need 2 eggs. Here they are. Y'all know what eggs look like. You can see those, right? And then you're going to need some vanilla extract. Here we go. And you're going to need some oats, and get the quick cooking oats. Quaker oats will work just fine, okay? And that's where your oats from your oatmeal comes from. And then you have some chopped pecans. Get a small one. You only need about 1 cup, okay? By the way, you're going to need 3 cups of those oats, so you can measure that out in your shopping, okay? And then some people hate them, some people love them. You're going to need some raisins. Okay, so that's going to have to go in there. You're going to do 1/2 cup of those. Okay, so without further ado, let's get cooking. Okay, y'all, here we go. We got 1.5 cups of just regular flour, and just get yourself a nice mixing bowl. By the way, before you start all this, go to your oven and crank it up to 350 preheat. Okay, mine's already there, so we're ready to go. Okay. So get yourself a 1/2 teaspoon measure here. This is a 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to go a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to go a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to go a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, and then this is the 1/2 teaspoon ginger. And then for the last one, it's a 1/4 teaspoon of this allspice. Okay, so you can just kind of fill up 1/2 cup. I actually have a 1/4 teaspoon measuring cups somewhere, and I think I misplaced it. That looks pretty good. What do you think? All right, so there you go. So take this mixture here and just blend it together, okay, with a spoon. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully I have a spoon. Here we go. Yeah, and just blend that together, okay? This is going to be known as our flour mixture, okay? These go together really quickly once we get past a certain point here, okay? Make sure your butter is nice and soft, okay, before this next step. So even if you have to microwave it a little bit, it needs to be good and soft so it can go in the mixer here, okay? So blend all this together real good, and I'll check back with you, okay? Okay, y'all, we are over here at the mixing bowl, as we should be. Go ahead and get your brown sugar out. We're going to add basically 2 cups. I kind of figured it out. The 16 ounces basically adds up to 2 cups of brown sugar. Okay, got to fetch the second one out. There we go. And go ahead and take your butter, which could be your melted or at least softened. Okay, and we're going to put that in our mixer. Okay, let's mix that up until it's nice and kind of, you know, fluffy. Okay, and then I'll come right back. Now that we got that set, go ahead and put your two eggs in, and you're going to have to put your vanilla extract in and just blend that up real till it gets nice and fluffy again. Okay, so let's go in with the vanilla. Oh, careful. There we go. We're going to stir those in and make them nice and blended. Okay, here we go. Okay, y'all, now that we've got that nice and blended up, it should look like a nice kind of cookie doughish. Now I need you to take that mixture of the flour and the spices, okay, and just blend that in until it's nice and smooth, okay? So don't do it all at once, because it'll dry things out quickly. So spoon in a little bit and do it, and just spoon it in gradually, okay? So do that. Okay, y'all, we have our mixture of cookies, and believe me, you could eat this just the way it is. I don't recommend it, obviously, because it has raw eggs in it, but this is really good, okay, for real. It's spoon licking good, as we say. So we really don't say that. But anyway, you get to do the next part that's kind of fun. You're going to need you about a couple of pecans, or pecans, however you want to say it. I don't care. And they need to be kind of beat up a little bit, so you get to do the fun part. And I'm not going to show you all this, but you need to get yourself maybe a meat tenderizer, or maybe the hammer from the workshop, or, you know, run over it with your truck. Get you a bunch of kids with some, you know, some big shoes to stomp all over this bag. We need to crush these up. So enjoy yourself. Take out those holiday frustrations. Okay. Okay, y'all. Now that you got your frustrations out, let's do the easy part. So in this cookie mixture, we're going to add 3 cups of the instant oatmeal. Okay. So just measure those out. They're not exact. I won't tell anybody, okay? And if I can count, that's 3, okay? Next thing we're going to add is our pecans. I'm just going to add, well, I guess I could just add the bag. Well, there's some crumbs after I vented all my, you know, frustrations on this poor bag of pecans. I really didn't. I was just having a good time. So put in what you like. If you like lots of pecans, put them in there. If you don't, leave them out, okay? Next thing is the most controversial ingredient of all is raisins. It says to put about a cup of raisins in. I know some people who love raisins, and I know some people who cannot stand to look at them, and they think they look like, I don't know, insects or something. Anyway, they're not. They're dried grapes, and they're sweet and tasty, and they're a lovely snack. I've always enjoyed them quite a bit. So I want to put some in because I like them, but I'm not going to kill myself with raisins, okay? Because I've got certain household members that don't like them. Okay, and it just makes a nice little, and I personally think a good oatmeal cookie probably needs some raisins in it. Okay, it's sort of like the chip and the chocolate chip. Okay, so now that we got all this in our bowl, we're going to mix it up. Okay, and then we're going to spoon it out, obviously, in bacon. So stick with me. Okay, y'all, we have everything all nice and mixed up. It has a wonderful texture. You can feel the oats in there. So now we just need to take a nice pre-greased cookie sheet and spoon these in. It says it makes about 2 dozen, believe it or not. So you can make them as big as you like. And you're going to cook these in the oven for probably, in mine, I have a slow oven. So I'm going to go for about 14 minutes in mine. It says 12 to 14. So for yours, if you have a nice modern oven that actually works, you should probably go for about 12 and check them. It'll look nice and brown around the edges and a little kind of undone in the middle, and that's okay. And then let them cool off. And, well, you know the rest. We get to eat them. So I want to do that, and I'll be back, hopefully, with some nice oatmeal cookies, okay? Okay, y'all, we made it to the dining room, and my oatmeal cookies turned out great. I'm going to show you what they look like. They're actually really sturdy. They came out real gooey looking, and then when they cooled off, they firmed up really well. I'm going to take a bite. I've already taken a bite out of this one, sorry. I knew they'd be good. They were good before they went in the oven. So, hope you enjoy making this recipe. Hope you can leave some out for Santa Claus in a couple of days. And I really hope that y'all enjoyed spending time with me this year on my cooking show. I enjoyed spending time with you and enjoyed making all these shows. And I hope that you have a wonderful 2023, 2024 New Year's. And I hope you join me next year. I'll have some more shows next year. I guess it's season 2. I guess that's what I'll call it. I don't know. I'm making this stuff as I go. So in honor of making cookies for milk for tonight for Christmas, I am skipping the wine and having a glass of milk. So I wish you all a very happy New Year's and bon appetit. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to.